I'm actually going to show you guys something that I've not seen since I started video editing, which is a letter I wrote, an email actually I wrote to somebody asking for help. And I wrote this letter at, I think the date was February, when I think I was like 2 or 3 weeks into editing and was having a lot of issues. I was not getting literally any success. And I wrote the email because I was desperate. I was so desperate, I wanted to quit. As you guys can see, it's February 11 at 1:38 a.m. And I still remember that moment actually, not that vividly, but I still have pieces of that moment like 8 months ago. It was late at night, I couldn't sleep, and I was on my computer. I was like watching videos on YouTube and like just trying to find an answer for my problem, which is basically video editing wasn't working for me. And I found a YouTuber named Joseph. You guys might know him. He's like quite popular in the video editing community now. And I wrote this letter to him. Hello Joseph. Been watching your videos for a while. I'm a newbie video editor that's struggling really badly. I'm talking about tons of ghosting rejections, and the only clients I can take are underpay me for tedious amount of work. I'm honestly at my wit's end, and I want to invest what little money I have into an education course so I could level my editing skills. Because to be honest, they are quite trash, and by doing that, I'll level my clients. I've been researching what course should I take. I was wondering, why is your course so different than other video creators? I'm mainly interested in the Adobe courses you have, Premiere and After Effects, and your website doesn't really advertise what are inside the courses. After going through the courses, what can I expect to learn? I just don't have much money right now, and I just want to use what little capital I have wisely. Thank you. A struggling video editor, Ben. Yeah, this is actually the first time I read the letter since February. Literally the first time. Me and Joseph, we talk about the letter once in a while, but I never looked back at the email until like an hour ago. And guys, if you're struggling like I'm still struggling right now, but it's not as bad as it was like from February. Like I had one client back then. It was my first client, and I was just not happy with him, so I dropped him after a while because I couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like so upset with everything. Like I just dropped out of school, I'm alone in my house, literally nobody. It was 1 a.m. at night. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know that I could actually dig myself out of that hole. And here I am right now, like I don't know how many months, 8+ months now, and I'm so much in a better place. Like the MacBooks M4 are going to release next month, like end of this month, November, and I can actually afford M4 Max, or probably an M3 Max, if I want to spend a little bit money, save a little bit of money. But I can actually afford that right now. I went into debt buying this computer behind me, and I think I bought it like a few months into my editing journey. I paid my debts back. My goals next year is just to basically travel the world and be a digital nomad, because like I realize like the people around me right now, like where I'm right now, they don't share the vision I have. They just can't see what I see, and they are just so, I don't want to use the word brainwash, but that's literally the most accurate description of what's happening. They're all brainwashed by 9-to-5s and corporations and shit, and they just don't understand there's a world outside of that small bubble. And again, like I'm not saying I'm like super successful right now. I'm not saying that, oh, like you can look at me guys, like I'm struggling right now. I'm anxious every day. I can't sleep because I want to be more than just this. Like I just hit 2.5k a month like a few weeks ago, and this month I'm projecting to hit over 3.5. I'm probably will hit 4k a month, hopefully in the future 10k a month. So guys, I'm it's not like I'm like omega successful like probably as the other YouTubers you see. I'm just a guy documenting my journey, and I've experiencing things that I did not believe I could do 8 months ago. And if you're unsure, and if you don't believe in yourself right now, if you think things are too hard and you just can't get yourself out of this situation, know that it's possible. Because I know it's so cliche to say, it's possible guys, but if I can do it, and I'm literally just a guy with no talents. I have zero talents in video editing. I'm not even like a good video editor compared to like these like crazy people on Twitter. They're just releasing like insane animations. I'm nowhere near that level. I don't know if I can ever be at that level. I'm just a guy, and if I can do it, you most likely, you definitely can. And the secret that I've learned of why I can do it and why I'm doing it is literally what most people are avoiding, and that's suffering. To get where you want to be, to be the person you want to be, you have to, basically the way I see things is what's between you and your goal. This huge amount of like space, the gap between you and your goal is literally just filled with suffering. I'm not saying that it's complete suffering, but it's a lot of fucking suffering. And I suffered so much in these 8 months, but it's not like bad suffering. I mean, suffering is uncomfortable, it's hard, it's difficult, it's terrible sometimes, but it's good for your soul. If you know what I'm saying, it upgrades you, it makes you more mentally resistant, it makes you see things that you don't previously see before. I believe that everybody is capable of going through this suffering. It's just that most people aren't willing to put themselves in that position. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope this video will motivate you and just see that it's possible. It really is, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.